A few people have asked me what laptop stand I use in my videos. Well, it's the mStand by Rain Design. I bought it a couple of years ago to use in the office after spending some time looking at laptop stands online. I figured this was one of the best ones, and several years later I still think it is. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Starting with the design, the mStand is made entirely from aluminum. This is good for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it's very sturdy. You can put a ton of weight on this thing and it will not bend or shake. It's designed to use with any kind of laptop as long as the depth of the laptop is less than about 11 inches. Whatever laptop you end up using, it's very stable thanks to the rigid form and wide base. mStand also claims that the aluminum stand acts as a heatsink, and in theory, I don't think you'll see much real-world benefit from this, but it would be something interesting for me to test later on. Another benefit of being made from aluminum is that it's very lightweight, so if you need to move the whole stand with laptop on it closer to your desk, or simply transport the stand elsewhere, it's really easy. The top of the stand has 4 rubber grip feet to hold your laptop in place, and a very secure lip that stops your laptop from slipping off. Hats off to Rain Design for this, because as you can see, they've included a perfectly sized cutout on the lip so you can open and close the screen of your MacBook very easily. The back has another cutout that you can use to route cables through and organize it neatly on your desk. It's not perfect, but it does do a good job at keeping the cables all in one place. Now, the mStand comes in 3 different colors to match your laptop: space gray, which is the one I have, silver, and gold. I have to say, the finish of mine has held up very well over the years. It's been through 3 different offices and moving houses 3 or 4 times and still looks really good apart from a bit of wear and tear. Now, moving on to usage scenarios, I use my mStand for 2 main things. Let me go into the Created Labs studio to show you in further detail. Okay, so these are the main ways that I actually use this stand in my everyday setup. So the way I have it set up now is just a really simple method. So if you don't have a screen or you don't need one, you can literally just put the stand here, a keyboard and a mouse, and you're good to go. I found this really good as well for the webcam. So if you need to elevate your webcam so people in the Skype call aren't looking up your nostrils, this is a really good way to do it. It's also good for eye strain. So being a little bit off the table like this, your eyes are at more of a natural level instead of just looking straight down. So if you're spending hours and hours in this position, it's much more comfortable. Now, if you wanted to rest your palms here, you definitely can. As you can see, I'm resting my hands here and typing, and there's not really a lot of flex. It's very, very comfortable. So you can definitely type like this if you would like to. So this setup here is probably the most common way I use the stand with my setup. So I worked exactly like this for about 3 years at a previous 9-to-5 office job. I would have the laptop or MacBook or whatever I'm using set up on either the right side or the left side. And this is really cool because you can actually just rest your hand on the trackpad and you can just scroll. It's a lot nicer to scroll on this trackpad. And then you can also have your hand on the keyboard, or if the computer is over this way, you can simply leave your left hand on the trackpad, and you've also got your right hand on the mouse as well. And it's just a really comfortable way of working and scrolling through Word documents or Excel files. Now, this is really good for multi-monitor setups, obviously, because you can simply drag everything from left to right, and it's great because it elevates this particular screen up until about the middle here. So when you do actually drag things across, you can see that it pretty much meets right in the middle, and it just means it's a very natural way to transfer pages and programs between the 2 screens. Now, yes, if you don't want to be using 2 screens, you can simply shut the screen of the Mac, and you can see that the screen here has reverted to a single screen. Now, the other thing I really like about this stand is you can store stuff underneath it. So for example, if I wanted to put the keyboard under there or the mouse, I could very easily, and now I've got all this space for writing or having another laptop here or whatever. This works even better if you have the Mac right in front of you like this, as I was showing you before, because when you're done with the Mac, you can simply close the screen, put your keyboard underneath it, and now again, you've got all of this space in front of you ready to go, and everything over here is away nice and neat. To me, the only negative of the stand is that it's not adjustable or collapsible at all, but then again, you won't be buying a solid aluminum stand if you wanted either of these things in the first place. It's also a little bit pricier than other cheaper stands, but like I said before, this thing is solid and would probably survive a nuclear war. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. There will be a link to the mStand in the description of this video. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. But apart from that, I will catch you guys in the next one.